Did I lock the door? Did I reply to Karen? Why are penguins' knees inside their feathers? Stop. Your brain is not broken. It is running a glitch called the Zeigarnik Effect. And it is stealing 30% of your daily productivity. I am Sean. And today we are closing the tabs in your brain so you can actually sleep. Welcome to Human Blueprint Project. Picture this. It is the 1920s. A young psychologist named Bluma Zeigarnik is sitting in a cafe in Vienna. She is watching waiters, and she notices something weird. These waiters have incredible memories for orders that have not been paid yet. They can remember complicated tables. Table 7 wants the schnitzel. No mushrooms. Extra sauce. Gluten-free. Birthday candle. But the second the bill is paid. Gone. Erased. Like it never happened. Total amnesia. Zeigarnik thinks this is fascinating. So she runs experiments. She gives people simple tasks. Puzzles. Math problems. Bead stringing. And half the time, she interrupts them mid-task. The result. People remember the interrupted tasks 90% better than the completed ones. 90%. Your brain is literally better at remembering what you have not done than what you have done. Which explains why you can remember that you need to call the dentist from 3 weeks ago, but you have no idea where you put your keys 5 minutes ago. Your brain says keys are boring. Completed. Deleted. But that awkward text you did not send. Let us think about that at 3 a.m. Why? Why is our brain such a drama queen about unfinished business? Here is the neuroscience. When you start a task, your brain creates something called task-specific tension. Think of it like a rubber band. The task pulls the rubber band tight. Your brain hates loose ends. It wants that rubber band to snap back into place. And here is where it gets wild. Your brain does not actually care if you finish the task. It just wants the loop closed. It is like a cognitive itch that demands scratching. This is why cliffhangers work in TV shows. It is why you cannot stop thinking about that argument where you did not get the last word. It is why that half-finished project at work follows you into the shower, the gym, and your dreams. Yes, I went there. The Zeigarnik Effect has ruined more romantic evenings than bad breath. Your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain, is constantly running background processes and unfinished tasks. They are like apps running in the background, draining your mental battery. Psychologists call this intrusive thoughts, unwanted mental visitors that show up unannounced and refuse to leave. And here is the kicker. The more important the task feels, the stronger the effect. That email to your boss. Nuclear level Zeigarnik. That thing you said you would do for your friend. Moderate. That random thought about whether penguins have knees. Actually, they do. They are just inside their feathers. You are welcome. Now you will think about that for 3 days. Let us talk about what this is actually costing you. Because this is not just annoying. It is expensive. Research shows that unfinished tasks drain your working memory capacity. That is the mental RAM you use for literally everything. Problem solving, creativity, focus, decision making. Every open loop is stealing bandwidth. It is like trying to run Photoshop Chrome with 40 tabs and a video game simultaneously on a laptop from 2010. Everything slows down, everything crashes, and it gets worse. The Zeigarnik Effect creates something called procrastination anxiety. You put off a task because it feels overwhelming, but because you put it off, your brain will not stop reminding you about it, which makes you more anxious, which makes you put off more. It is a doom loop, a Zeigarnik vortex. I have been there. You have been there. We have all been there. I once had a tax form sitting on my desk for 3 months. It took 12 minutes to complete. 12 minutes. But my brain spent probably 12 hours reminding me about it. That is a terrible return on investment, brain. Terrible this is costing you focus, sleep, and sanity. But here is the good news. The fix is not trying harder. It is not meditation. It is not a $50 app. It is a piece of paper and a specific way of using it that tricks your prefrontal cortex into shutting up. Okay, so we cannot just not have tasks. Life does not work that way. So what is the move? How do we hack the Zeigarnik Effect? Write it down. That is it. That is the hack. I know. It sounds too simple. But here is why it works. When you write down an unfinished task, your brain interprets this as a plan for completion. The loop is not closed, but it has been delegated. Your brain goes, oh, it is handled, externalized. I do not need to babysit this anymore. Psychologists Masacampo and Baumeister proved this in 2011. They had students do an incomplete task, then gave half of them a chance to make plans for finishing it. The planners. Their intrusive thoughts disappeared. Their focus improved. Their working memory freed up. Here is my system, and I want you to steal it. It is called the brain dump. Every morning, before I touch my phone, I take a blank page and I vomit every open loop onto it. Every worry, every task, every oh I should, call mom, fix website, buy birthday gift, that weird noise in the car, email Sarah, learn to juggle. Wait, why did I write juggling? Then, and this is crucial, I decide the next action for each item. Not the whole project, just the next physical action. Call mom becomes text mom, free Thursday. Fix website becomes Google how to fix broken CSS margin. Weird car noise becomes call mechanic, schedule inspection. Your brain does not need the task finished. It needs a trusted system, a promise that it will not be forgotten. That is why to-do apps often fail. They become another thing to manage. But a physical notebook, your brain sees it, it trusts it, and here is the advanced move. The 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Do not write it down. Do not plan it. Just do it. Because the mental cost of tracking it is higher than the cost of doing it. Reply to that email. 2 minutes. Move the laundry. 2 minutes. Water the plant. 2 minutes. Close the loops. Free the RAM. Let us get tactical. How do you use this in actual life? End every workday with a shutdown ritual. Write tomorrow top 3 priorities. Your brain will stop pestering you at 10 p.m. I call it the work brain off switch. Had an argument. Write down what you want to say, even if you do not send it. The act of articulating it closes the loop. Otherwise, you will rehearse it in the shower for a week. Stuck on a project. Stop mid-sentence. Hemingway did this. He would stop writing when he knew what came next. The Zeigarnik Effect would pull him back to the desk the next day. Your brain hates unfinished creative work. It will literally solve problems in your sleep and sleep. Oh, this is my favorite. If you cannot sleep because your brain is racing, keep a notepad by your bed. Write down every thought. Tell your brain, I see you. I have captured this. We will deal with it tomorrow. It sounds insane, but it works. Your brain is like a toddler with a toy. It just needs to know you will not forget it. That if this brain dump technique saves you even 10 minutes today, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm show this to other overwhelmed brains. So here is the wild part. I just gave you a video about the Zeigarnik Effect. And right now, your brain is experiencing the Zeigarnik Effect. You started this video. You have not completed learning about this topic yet. Your brain wants closure. It wants to feel like it understands and can use this information. So here is your assignment. Yeah, I am giving homework. It is the good kind. 1. Do a brain dump. Right now. Pause the video. I will wait. 2. Pick one open loop and define the next action. Just one. 3. Try the bedtime notepad trick tonight. See if you sleep better. Close the loops. Free your mind. Reclaim your mental RAM. And if this clicked for you, if you are sitting there thinking, oh my God, this is why my brain will not shut up, then you need to stick around. Because at Human Blueprint Project, we do not just explain psychology. We weaponize it, because now that you know about the Zeigarnik Effect, you will start noticing it everywhere. In your relationships, in your marketing, in why you cannot stop scrolling TikTok. Next week, I'm going to show you how to use this same effect to make people obsessed with your content. It is called the Cliffhanger Protocol. You will not want to miss it. Subscribe, or your brain will keep wondering what the Cliffhanger Protocol is. And we both know how that ends. And penguins. Their knees do bend backward. They are just hidden. You are welcome for that closure. See, I close your loop. Now subscribe so I can open a new one.